You're right everyone, Shock16 back once again for the Renegade Master, this time with a Saturn update. That's right, it's an update on the collection. I did tell you that one was coming soon, so here it is. So yeah, I'm now down to 16 games. I was going to wait until I was down to 15 because I do have another game in the post, but it just hasn't arrived in time to do this video, so fuck it, it's not getting featured. It'll get featured in another video. I was going to wait till 15 because I was going to do like a video of like, next video was going to be 5 games, and then the video after that was going to be another 5 games, and then another 5 games, do you know what I mean? Like a countdown till I get to that last game to complete the set. But yeah, fuck it, like I said, it didn't turn up, so it can do one. So yeah, I have got about, what, 7 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 games to show you anyway, and something else. So let's crack on and show you what I've got. So the first thing I want to show you, this is kind of a shout out really, and that is this game is Christmas Nights into Dreams. You may have heard of it. Here in the PAL territories, this is how it came as well. Slipcase, cardboard, insert, that's how you got it. I think it came on a magazine or something like that. That's the only way you could acquire it in this country. Probably on the official Sega Saturn magazine, I'm assuming. Might have been other magazines as well, but yeah, that's how you got it. If you, so yeah, unlike the plucky Japanese who got a nice little case for it and everything and got it bundled in with the actual console, lucky bastards. Again, the UK getting shafted. So yeah, now that don't particularly look good next to the rest of the cases, does it? So I had to go repro on this. Now I'm not a big fan of reproductions of things that already exist, but when it comes to stuff that doesn't exist, that never existed, yeah, never got an official box and stuff like that, then that's the only way to go, isn't it? If you want it to look more complete and fit in with the collection, that's where you got to go. So I did do that, and there was a guy on Galaxy Sega group called Ben Boyd who does absolutely top quality work. So yeah, I went to him and I asked him if he could make me one, and he made me one from scratch, I do believe as well, because, yeah, and in fact I know it was from scratch because when I asked him if he had any, he said, well, it might take a few days because I'm going to have to actually make it for you. I don't have any available, so there you go. So that's what he did. He made me an official case for it. Well, not official, an unofficial case for it, but yeah, it's as good as an official one. In fact, I would go to say it's proper better made than the official ones, which is quite scary really. But yeah, the attention to detail on this, sorry about the light, I'll try and block out some of the light so you can see it better. See, the price you pay, you either have good lighting and lots of glare, or you have shitty lighting and then you can't see it because it's too fucking dark. You can't win. So yeah, anyway, nice attention to detail. Like I say, probably better made than the original ones. And not only that, as he does, you know, a manual for it too. And yeah, this is full colour manual. I mean, look at that. That's just brilliant. Like I say, the attention to detail on it and the quality of work on this is amazing. So yeah, if you're a Saturn collection, if you've got a Saturn collection and you're Saturn collecting for the Power Regions and you want a box, then I would recommend him. Yeah, I'd really recommend Ben Boyd on Galaxy Sega if you want one. So there you go, top work, little shout for you there, Ben, because I think you deserve one, because that is really good work. So yeah, anyway, now on to the pickups of what I've got. So let's just kick straight in and show you a sports title, because everyone loves a sports title, don't they? And this one is PGA Tour Golf 97. That glare's getting on my fucking nerves now. Might have to reposition the light just slightly, there you go. So yeah, PGA Tour 97, it's PGA Tour, PGA Tour, am I saying that right? PGA Tour, PGA Tour, fucking hell. PGA Tour 97, yeah, it's a golf game, it came out in 1997, and it's not particularly one of the best ones in the series, so people say, but yeah, I needed it for the collection. Good thing about it is, and it costs a couple of quid all day, every day, so yeah. you don't mind, do you, when it's only a couple of quid? If it was big bucks, I probably would be crying right now, but whatever. So on to another sports game, but this is a good sports game, one of my favourite sports games in fact, and that is NBA Jam Tournament Edition. So yeah, I actually have this on the Super Nintendo as well. Now I'm not into this whole buying different versions of the same game thing. I believe if you've got one version of it, then that's all you need really, innit? But yeah, I've had that game for ages, and if I knew it was on the Saturn before I started collecting for Saturn, then I probably would have just bought this one and not bothered with the SNES one. But yeah, because I had that one back in the day, I bought it back for the SNES. That's how it is. So yeah, it's a great game. I love this game on the Super Nintendo. I imagine it's going to play and look just as well, if not even better, on the Sega Saturn. In fact, it's going to be nice to see if there's actually much difference in it, and if there's, do you know what I mean? I can't see there being, apart from this might be a little bit better. Although, yeah, I can't see it. The only way that this could be worse, I think, is if they tried to implement some kind of like 3D effects to it, or if they fucked up the controller layout on it, because I thought the controller layout was perfect on the SNES, so yeah, whatever. But it's NBA Jam Tournament Edition anyway. It's a good game, I like it anyway. Next, Terry Pratchett's Discworld 2, Missing Presumed, subtitle. So yeah, it's basically more of the same point-click adventure with some nice British humour chucked in for good measure. Not played any of the Discworld games, however they do come highly recommended by other YouTubers. So yeah, I must start playing more of these point and click adventure kind of games really. So yeah, I will get stuck into it, obviously once I've played the first one. But yeah, like I say, more of the same. I did actually get this in a bundle with the first one. Now this is creeping up to about a mid-range kind of game, this is. The price on this is really creeping up just lately. And I got it for, sure it was around about the 20 quid mark. Like I say, and that was with both games, so I did really well on that, I think. And yeah, the first game didn't come with a manual, but like I said, I already had it, so I just sold it on and made a little bit of money back on the purchase, so it was even cheaper. So all in all, I probably got it for around, what, about 15 quid this cost me, which is a really good price for this nowadays. If you see it at that price and you're a Saturn collector, buy it. Next game, Big Box. Love the Big Box version games, and this is Enemy Zero. Yeah, this is a 4-discer, and I think this is the last Big Box game that I need now for the PAL system. Yeah, oh actually, no, it's not, because if I can find it. This also came in a big box. In fact, I don't think this was actually released like this. I might be wrong, you might have been able to just buy it like this, but I'm sure that it came in a big box because it's got the RAM cart with it, hasn't it? Yeah, so I probably will upgrade. I'm not in no rush for it, but you know, as a completionist, you've got to have the big box version, haven't you? It just looks better, so yeah, I'll probably upgrade to the big box and then sell this one in later life, in the future. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, anyway, back to Enemy Zero. Quite a hard game to get on in good condition with the outer box. It's, like I say, the big boxes look great, but finding them in good condition, because most of the versions of this, they either lose the box or the box is really shit. I mean, this one's even got like a little rip where there's some tape's been pulled off it. I'm not really bothered. Everything else is in immaculate condition, so yeah, it's complete. Yeah, the lady you can see there, the protagonist, is Laura Lewis, who you might recognise from this game, D. That's right, this is kind of like, I don't know if it's a direct sequel or a pseudo kind of sequel to this game, but yeah, it's like the second in a trilogy of games that features Laura Lewis. So yeah, this was the first outing, this was the second one, and then she appeared in D2, but that never got released in PAL territories. I think it was Japanese territories only, so yeah. Nobody cares about this one, that one should I say. So yeah, this is a first-person survival horror game. Yeah, and all the enemies are invisible. That's right, invisible. You cannot see the fuckers. Basically, it relies on sound. So if you play this game without the sound on, put mute on your TV, you're fucked. Because you've got like a little device and it beeps when an enemy's near you. So it's all about like kind of stealth survival, and yeah. And you, like I say, you can't see the enemies. So you play this game on mute, you're fucked. But yeah, it's supposed to be an alright game. And it's not that expensive actually. The big box versions are normally like cost you a pretty penny, but I would say that this is reasonably priced. I think it's around the, I don't know, I can't remember how much I paid for it. About 50 quid? Probably worth more than that. I don't know. Probably goes for more than that now. In the last few weeks since I picked it up. But yeah, I don't think it was quite a bad price to pay for one of these big boxes. They look lovely. Next one. Dragonheart, Fire and Steel. You can actually see the price on that one because it's still on there. That's $44.95, but that's euros, not pounds. So whatever $44.95 is in pounds, that's what I paid for it. Yeah, kind of about the going rate on this game at the minute. So yeah, I had to pay it. Like I say, I'm not really looking for that many bargains now. I mean, I'm always on the lookout to get a game a little bit cheaper than what it goes for, but you know, yeah, I'm not kind of being scroungy as I was when I first started the set. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these games now you would never get for the prices I bought them at. You just won't. It's impossible unless you get really fucking lucky. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just not going to happen. But yeah, anyway. So that's the price I paid for it. Whatever that is in pounds. From euros. So yeah, Dragonheart, it is based on that 90s film. You probably might not remember it. I remember it coming out, never seen it, but Sean Connery does the voice of the dragon. It's loosely based on that film, and it's a side-scrolling kind of action platformer, but it looks shit. Honestly, it looks shit. The kind of animation graphics in it kind of reminds me of those, you know, those shitty Zelda games that you get on the CDI. It looks a lot like that. It looks appalling. But yeah, it's one for the set. You need it, so I had to buy it. There you go. That's Dragonheart, Fire and Steel. So now to the top end games again. I always save the best for the last in terms of like kind of rarity. I don't really like that word because they're not rare. You can source them every day. It's just those prices. If you're not willing to pay them, you're not going to get them. So yeah, let's start with Street Fighter Collection. The Collection. Oh, it's not. It's just Street Fighter Collection actually. There's no "the" in there. So yeah, Street Fighter Collection. This features Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and Street Fighter 2 Alpha. I've already got Street Fighter 2 Alpha, so that's obsolete. However, Super Street Fighter 2 is my favourite Street Fighter 2, which probably puts me in a small minority because I know a lot of people's favourite Street Fighter 2 game is Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the SNES, isn't it? But for me, it was Super Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo. So yeah, I was going to buy it back for the Super Nintendo. Quite a pricey game now, that is, in PAL territories on the SNES. But yeah, I don't need to now because I've got it on here. I've got no interest in, like I say, in buying different versions of the same fucking game, unless there's big changes to it. But yeah, I imagine this plays just as well, if not, probably even better, because, you know, the Saturn's a 2D powerhouse, isn't it? So it probably plays better than the SNES version. Yeah, and you get the turbo version of Super Street Fighter as well, so yeah, nice little added extra. However, don't be fooled, because this is one of the top end games on the Saturn. You are looking £100 to £150 on this all day, every day. Price fluctuates between that £100 to £150. Stupid price. I can't remember how much I paid for it. Probably around about the £100 mark. Probably a little bit more. All I know is I didn't get a bargain on it. I might have got it for, yeah, £10 cheaper than current listings or something like that. Yeah. I should really remember the prices on these. But yeah, I didn't get much of a bargain on it. I paid round about asking price on it, and yeah. That's how much you're looking at these days for a Street Fighter game, just because it's on the Saturn. Less said the better. At least Street Fighter is a good game though, isn't it? Street Fighter 2 is probably one of the, if not the best fighting games ever, so yeah, at least it's got something going for it. Nah, another top end game, Maximum Force. Don't know why I sang it, it just sounded good at the time. But yeah, Maximum Force, yeah, top end. You're looking £150 upwards, nah, which is kind of sad considering that last year this game, I'm sure it was this game, I was seeing this game sell high end £90, and then in the course of a year you're paying up to £150, lower end to £200 odd pound now, highest end for proper mint condition £200 odd now. So yeah, I bought this off a guy from Sega Galaxy again, or Galaxy Sega should I say actually. Can't remember his name now, it was who sold it to me, but if you're watching this, thanks mate, because you did me a good deal on this. I think he did it me for $120, I'm not sure on that, the post is still on there if you know, you can check it out. I'm not here to lie to you how much I got it for, I think it was about 120, I might be wrong, it was around that price anyway, something like that. He did it me for, so yeah. It's under the £150 mark. It's a lot more than you want to pay for one game, especially a game like this. This is a light gun game, and probably in the same vein of like Time Crisis stuff. I've not played it. Mark Horsborough though, he commented on it when I bought this, because I put a picture on Facebook and he said it's proper cheesy 90s kind of thing. So it's probably kind of alright. I don't expect it to be the best game, but yeah. That price tag is going to put a lot of people off. If you're not a Saturn collector, full setter, then you're probably just going to pass this game up. Unless it's available in other territories, you might be able to get it cheaper. So there you go. Yeah, and that's everything. Like I say, that is the Saturn update. I'm down to 16 games now, so I've got one already in the post coming, and yeah, I'll feature that in the next video. Like I said, I'm probably going to do like 5 now until I get to the bottom, but obviously the next video won't have 5 in now because it'll have 6 in, because it'll have the one game that was meant to be in this one. Whatever. Anyway, that's the Saturn collection as it stands now. All that with them. And I'll see you in a next video that should be coming shortly. Don't know when, so I'll just say shortly. I've been Shock16, you've been great, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.